Hello everyone, myself M.A. Mahant, working in Computer Science and Engineering Department as an Assistant Professor in Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. Today we are going to discuss the topic Conceptual and Technical Design. Learning outcomes. At the end of this session, student will be able to describe conceptual design used in software engineering, also describe technical design used in software engineering. Introduction. Software design is a process to convert the user requirements into client requirements user interface form that helps the software development in coding and implementation. The software design deals with the portraying the client's requirements which are prescribed or which is described in software requirements specification document into a user interface form. To transform requirements into working system, designers must satisfy both the customers and therefore the system builders. The customer should understand what the system is trying to do. At an equivalent time, the system builders must understand how to try to accomplish the design split into two parts as shown in the figure and is named as in two parts iterative process. A software design has two parts, the conceptual design and technical design. So this is the diagram of this software design. The software design having two arms, one is for conceptual design and second is for technical design. So conceptual design relates with the customer and technical design is relates with the system developer. Conceptual design. Conceptual design is the initial or starting phase in process of planning during which the broad outlines of function and sort of something are coupled. It tells the customer that what actually the system will do. Conceptual designs are scalable drawings that define the basis parameters of the project. They are usually void of detailed dimensions and technical notes so you can review and modify the design with ease. The designs are preliminary stages of development. Technical design. Technical design is a phase in which the event team writes the code and describes the minute detail of either the whole design or some part of it. It tells the designer that what actually the system will do. To produce a technical blueprint that will guide an implementation, technical requirements are the techniques or technical issue that must be considered to successfully complete a project. These can include aspects such as performance, reliability, and availability. A technical design document (TDD) is written by the development team and describe the minute detail of either the entire design or specific parts, such as the signature of an interface, including all types, data types, or structure used, required input data types, output data types, and exception, etc. The purpose of technical design document to aid in the critical analysis of a problem and the proposed solution, while also accommodating priority, effort, and impact with various stakeholders. A good technical design is a design that requires least amount of effort or money while meeting your business requirements and in particular as they translate into your development speed and turnaround time, maintenance, cost, deployment, complexity, scalability, or security needs. Pillars of strong technical design. We make this work for us by ensuring our engineering process always revolves around the pillars of strong technical design. The first pillar is reference architecture. The technical blueprint for any successful system implementation, a reference architecture lays the foundation for solution assembly and serves as the proof that technical design is valid. The second pillar is adaptability. Predicting the future isn't always possible, but selecting a design that can adapt to new requirements, new trends, and integrate with new technologies usually is, and its imperative is to do so. The third pillar is continuous integration. So this provides the system and project via through the reporting what's working, what is not working, and what remains to be tested. Just like a surgeon won't operate without a battery of monitors on their patient, no project team should be developing without this continuous integration. So last pillar is automation. From autoscaling the microservices to log file creation or the log file rotation, the key to an efficient and manageable system is automation, identifying and embedding the right things. Technical design of the system. So here we have to hardware component and design, functionality and hierarchy of software component. We have to build a software architecture. We have to build a network architecture. We have to build the data structure and flow of data. We have to build input output components of the system, and we are building the interfaces in technical design of the system. So these activities are carried out in the technical design of a system. Conceptual design of a system. So in conceptual design of system, the following activities are carried out: written a simple language, that is communicative, customer understandable language, detailed explanation about the system characteristics, describe functionality of the system. It is independent of implementation, linked with the required document. So conceptual design is the process which concepts are generated with a view to fulfilling the objective. We have to first define the problem of the customer, gather the information from the customer, then concept generation, then evaluation of the concept. The problems will be evaluated by using some concepts in conceptual design. Problem space in conceptual design. The technical area, market and community in which your design effort will take place. Establish your area of technical expertise. Choose clients and problems from that area. Learn about your client and your client's problem. Consider large implication of the client's problem. Next is define the problem in conceptual design. So identifying the customer need user by taking user interviews, focusing on group surveys, customer complaints. Next, evaluating the customer needs, separate info must and want, prioritize them. Begin to identify the customer requirements, clearly establish the relationship between the customer requirement and engineering characteristics of design. With all the above information, write the controlling documentation for the design. Successful conceptual designs that are matches a set of fully understood customer problems with a cost competitive solution. Product developers use multiple techniques to obtain the customer information, stating very easy early in the design process. Understand what information customer can provide and what they cannot. Now I am going to ask one question to all the students. You have to answer this question. So dash is an initial stage or starting phase in process of planning. Option is conceptual design, option B technical design, option C is system design, option D is none of these. So pause the video and write the answer. So the correct answer is option A, conceptual design. So conceptual design an initial or starting phase in the process of planning. Now we have to see the difference between the conceptual design and technical design. So the difference is conceptual design initial or starting phase in process of planning, during which broad outlines of function or sort of some things are coupled. A technical design phase in which the events teams writes the code and describes the minute detail of their whole design or some part of it. So conceptual design is written in customer's language and designed according to client's requirement. Here technical design describes any other thing that converts the requirement into solution to the customer problem. Conceptual design describes what will happen to the data in the system. The technical design describes the functions or methods of the system. The conceptual design shows the conceptual model, what should a system look like. The technical design shows the data flow or structure of the data. The conceptual design includes the process and sub-process beside the strategies. Technical design includes functioning and working of the conceptual design. Conceptual design starts when a system requirement comes and a phase looks for a potential solution. The technical design starts after setting the system requirements. Conceptual design, at the end of this phase, the solutions to the problem are sent for the review. So in technical design, at the end of this phase and after analyzing the technical design, the specification is initiated. So this is the difference between the conceptual design and technical design. These are the references. Thank you.